Hello students, I welcome you all to today's lesson. Today we will learn about classes, Aves and Mammalia of phylum Chordata. जीव ਵਿਗਿਆਨੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਧਰਤੀ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ 1 ਕਰੋੜ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਸਜੀਵਾਂ ਦਾ ਵਰਣਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਇਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਅਧਿਐਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਵਿਗਿਆਨੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਿਮਿਲਰ ਟ੍ਰੇਟਸ ਦੇ ਆਧਾਰ ਤੇ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਫਾਈਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੰਡਿਆ ਹੈ। ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਨਵਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਗਰੁੱਪਸ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਚੌਰਡੇਟਸ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵਿਭਿੰਨਤਾਵਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਅਤੇ ਸਫਲ ਸਜੀਵ ਹਨ। ਇਸ ਸਿੰਗਲ ਫਾਈਲਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਰਗੀਕ੍ਰਿਤ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਜਾਨਵਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਗਿਣਤੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਛੀ ਅਤੇ ਥਣਧਾਰੀ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਤਿਅੰਤ ਕੁਸ਼ਲ ਲਹੂ ਸੰਚਾਰ ਪ੍ਰਣਾਲੀ, ਨਾੜੀ ਪ੍ਰਣਾਲੀ ਅਤੇ ਹਾਰਮੋਨ ਪ੍ਰਣਾਲੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਜਾਨਵਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਜਿਹੇ ਜਾਨਵਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜਟਿਲ ਸਰੀਰਕ ਬਣਤਰ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। Chordata is an animal phylum with which all of us are familiar, since it includes humans and other vertebrates. We are familiar with a number of members of this phylum. All mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians and fish, along with a few primitive invertebrate chordates, belong to this phylum. Phylum Chordata comprises of those animals which often occupy the top position in a food chain. As you know, we generally consider the presence or absence of a backbone as an important characteristic to classify animals. An animal that does not have a backbone is called an invertebrate. Jellyfish, worms, spiders and insects are all invertebrates. Vertebrates are all animals that have a backbone. Vertebrates are included in phylum Chordata. These vertebrates are the most advanced organisms on earth. मैं जानती हाँ कि तुसी vertebrates ਦੀਆਂ ਬਹੁਤੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਜਾਤੀਆਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕਈ ਨਾਂ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਪੂਰੇ ਗ੍ਰਹਿ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਇਨਵਰਟੀਬ੍ਰੇਟਸ ਦੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਜਾਤੀਆਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਗਿਣਤੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਈਆਂ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਹਨ, ਪਰ ਵਰਟੀਬ੍ਰੇਟਸ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਬੁੱਧੀਮਾਨ ਅਤੇ ਉੱਨਤ ਜੀਵ ਹਨ। Students, the phylum Chordata consists of 3 subphyla: Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. The first 2 subphyla are small group of primitive chordates without a vertebral column. They are commonly known as lower chordates or invertebrate chordates and are often grouped together as protochordates. The vertebrates are commonly termed as higher chordates or euchordates. The subphylum Vertebrata comprises of about 50,000 species of animals. Further, the subphylum Vertebrata is divided into 2 sections or divisions: Agnatha and Gnethostomata. The Agnatha or jawless fish are the oldest known vertebrates. Agnathas consist of single class Cyclostomata. Division Gnethostomata consists of superclasses: Pisces, which bear fins, and Tetrapoda, which bear limbs. Pisces consist of classes Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes. Tetrapoda consists of classes Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves and Mammalia. Today we will study 2 classes of vertebrates, which are Aves and Mammalia. Let us start with class Aves. Class A's include birds. This is an extremely distinctive and successful class with an estimated 9,000 species worldwide. These birds are found everywhere in the world, from the Sahara Desert to Antarctica and to the Amazon region and Greenland. Birds range in size from the massive ostrich to the minute hummingbird. They have diversified into a wide variety of forms. But have you ever thought what makes a bird a bird? Birds were able to become flying machines, largely through the evolutionary gifts of feathers, powerful wings, hollow bones, being warm-blooded, a remarkable respiratory system, and a large, strong heart. They have many other important characters also. Let us explore some important characteristics of birds.
Characteristic features of aves. Birds possess distinct characteristics that make them one of the most distinguished group of vertebrates. First of all, let us discuss their body form. The body of birds is streamlined, that is, boat-shaped. Body is clearly divisible into head, neck, trunk, and tail. Birds are warm-blooded vertebrates. The body temperature of birds is regulated and is about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Horny beak. One of the defining characteristics of birds is the presence of a beak, or we may say that the jaws of a bird are modified into a horny beak and it has no teeth. The beak is shaped according to the eating habits of the bird species. Sense organs. The avian eye resembles that of the reptiles, with the sclerotic ring of bones for support that ossify in the outer coat of eyeball. This helps to reduce distortion of eyeball during flight. The avian ear is also similar to that of reptilians, but it has a much higher number of sensory cells. But unlike reptiles, birds have poor senses of taste and smell. Hind limbs. Hind limbs are designed for running, perching and grasping, wading, paddling, and generally bear 4 toes. The number of toes may sometimes be 3 and is rarely 2. Tail. The tail of a bird is a bony structure which is very short as compared to reptiles. Feathers are present on the tail. Presence of feathers. Feathers are the most distinctive external characteristic of birds. They are believed to be a modification of reptilian scales. Feathers are made of keratin, just like our hair and fingernails, and are lightweight but very strong. The feathers help in flight, regulate body temperature, and also attract mates. Endoskeleton. The endoskeleton is bony but delicate and light. The skeleton consists of lightweight bones, as the bones of birds are hollow. Light body weight facilitates flight. Birds possess features of extraordinary communication through song production. Nutrition. Birds feed on a wide variety of foods, from fish and flesh to insects, fruits and seeds, as you can see here in the visual. Four-chambered heart. Birds have a four-chambered heart that pumps blood to the lungs to receive oxygen and then to the body tissues to distribute that oxygen. Respiration takes place only by lungs. Lungs have air sacs which help in respiration and act as internal cooling agents. Fertilization is internal. The females lay hard-shelled eggs. The bird eggs have a distinct yolk.
Students, as everyone knows, birds lay eggs. These eggs are typical amniote with a calcified shell. An amniote egg is one in which a shell is present that prevents the egg from drying. It also has a series of membranes that protect the egg. Birds brood their eggs. The birds show advancements over reptiles as their body temperature is regulated by an insulating coat of feathers. They have more efficient eyes and ears and lead an active life due to a high rate of metabolism. Class Aves is divided into two subclasses, Archaeornithes and Neornithes. Subclass Archaeornithes is a primitive subclass of extinct reptile-like birds. The subclass is related to the first birds that evolved from dinosaurs about 150 million years ago. Archaeopteryx lithographica. The ancient lizard bird is a common example of this class. Subclass Neornithes arose during the Cretaceous period at least 70 million years ago and lives even today. The subclass includes all living birds like Struthio, that is the ostrich, Columba, that is the pigeon, Milvus, that is the kite, Psittacula, that is the parrot, Anas, that is the duck, Corvus, that is the crow, Tyto, that is the owl, Passer domesticus, that is the house sparrow, etc. So students, you have learned a lot about birds. But do you know about the importance of birds? Okay, I will tell you. Many birds feed on insects. This helps control pests in a natural way in farms and other places. They also aid in pollination. Birds also help in seed dispersal. Above all, it was the birds that made man to think of flying. Perhaps without birds, we would have never even thought of the possibility of flight. After studying the class Aves, now we will focus on class Mammalia. First of all, let us study what are mammals.
Mammals are warm-blooded vertebrates belonging to phylum Chordata and subphylum Vertebrata that evolved in the Jurassic period about 175 million years ago. They are defined by certain characteristics such as mammary glands, presence of hair, 3 bones in the middle ear, and neocortex of the brain. Means all those hairy, milk-producing, warm-blooded animals that you have seen in your life are mammals. There are about 4,260 species of mammals known on this planet, though taxonomists are still arguing and species are still being found. All mammals have at least 3 characteristics that are not found in other vertebrates. 3 bones in the middle ear, hair, and the production of milk by the mammary glands, which are actually modified sweat glands.
ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀਓ, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਲੇ ਦੁਆਲੇ ਵੇਖੋ ਤਾਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜੰਤੂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਉਹ ਮੈਮਲ ਹੋਵੇ। ਇਸ ਗ੍ਰਹਿ ਤੇ ਮੈਮਲਸ ਕਾਫੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਗਿਣਤੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੌਜੂਦ ਹਨ। ਉਹ ਹਰ ਉਸ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਪਾਏ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। 4 ਲੱਤਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਵਰਟੀਬ੍ਰੇਟਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਕਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੱਡੇ ਵਾਰਮ ਬਲੱਡਡ ਅਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਦਾ ਮਿਲਕ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਮੈਮਲਸ ਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਹਾਥੀ, ਵੇਲ, ਸੂਰ, ਘੋੜੇ, ਕੁੱਤੇ, ਬਿੱਲੀਆਂ, ਹੈਮਸਟਰਸ, ਚੂਹੇ ਅਤੇ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਕਿ ਮਨੁੱਖ ਵੀ ਥਣਧਾਰੀਆਂ ਭਾਵ ਮੈਮਲਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ। Mammals may be friendly or fierce, cuddly, cute and awesome depending on which ones you look at. Some fascinate us while others horrify us. We eat their meat, ride them and use them as substitutes for humans in scientific and medical research. Mammals share several interesting features in common and exhibit a vast diversity of forms. But let us see how much you know about mammals and what it takes to be a mammal. Let us check it out.
Characteristic features of mammals. Habitat. Various species of mammals have evolved and live in a variety of terrestrial and aquatic habitats. Mammals inhabit terrestrial biomes from deserts to tropical rainforests and even the polar ice caps. Many species are arboreal, spending most of their time on the trees of the forest canopy. Many mammals, like seals, sea lions, walruses, otters, muskrats, are partially aquatic, living near lakes, streams, or the coastlines of oceans. Whales and dolphins are fully aquatic and can be found in all oceans of the world. Mammary glands. Another characteristic feature unique to mammals is the presence of mammary glands. Though present in both males and females, mammary glands are fully developed only in females. Mammary glands are used to produce milk to nourish the young ones. Hair. Hair is a characteristic feature of mammals. Organisms of no other group possess true hair. All mammals possess hair covering at least some part of their body at some time during their life. Presence of 3 bones in the middle ear. Another characteristic feature unique to mammals is the presence of 3 bones of the middle ear, malleus, incus, and stapes. Their function is transmission of vibrations from the tympanic membrane, that is, eardrum, to the inner ear. External ears or pinnae are also present. Mammals are endothermic. Majority of the heat energy is used to maintain their body temperature. Endothermy enables them to always remain active and enable them to live in extreme temperature. Appendages. There are two pairs of pentadactyl limbs. These are variously adapted for walking, running, jumping, climbing, swimming, etc. Each foot bears 5 toes with horny claws or nails. Digestive system. Mouth is relatively small and is bound by movable lips. Buccal cavity has true salivary glands. Mammals are typically characterized by their highly differentiated teeth. The lower jaw is made up of a single bone as shown here in the visual. Different types of teeth are present in the jaws. Respiration in mammals occurs only by lungs. Presence of a diaphragm is another characteristic feature of mammals. The diaphragm is a muscle that separates the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. No other animal has a diaphragm. Mammals have a well-developed brain. Mammals have a 4-chambered heart with 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. Heart supplies oxygenated blood to all parts of the body. Mammals can be carnivores, herbivores, or omnivores.
Students, sexes are separate in mammals and fertilization is internal. Sexes are often distinguishable externally. They are viviparous with a few exceptions and development is direct. Although mammals share several features in common, Mammalia is a class with diverse forms. The smallest mammals are the shrews and bats and can weigh as little as 3 grams. The largest mammal and indeed the largest animal to inhabit the planet is the blue whale, which can weigh up to 1,60,000 kg. Mammals are divided into 2 subclasses, Prototheria and Theria. Prototherians are primitive egg-laying mammals. Ornithorhynchus, the duck-billed platypus, is the common example of this subclass. The Therians are modern animals that produce young ones. The subclass Theria is divided into 2 infraclasses, Metatheria and Eutheria. Macropus, that is the kangaroo, Doodlefish, that is the opossum, Hemiechinus, that is hedgehog, and Crocodura, that is the musk shrew, are common members of the subclass Theria. Other examples are rabbits, whales, dolphins and porpoises. Mammals ਆਰਥਿਕ ਸਰੋਤ ਵਜੋਂ ਮਨੁੱਖ ਲਈ ਕਾਫੀ ਅਹਿਮ ਹਨ। ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਨਵਰ ਮਨੁੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੀਟ, ਦੁੱਧ ਅਤੇ ਰੇਸ਼ੇ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਕਈ ਜਾਨਵਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਢੋਆ ਢੁਆਈ ਲਈ ਪਾਲਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। Mammals ecotourism industry ਲਈ ਵੀ ਮਹੱਤਵਪੂਰਨ ਹਨ। So students, we have learnt enough about classes, Aves and Mammalia. And with this, we conclude our topic today. Let us summarize all that we have learned so far. The vertebrate class Aves includes birds, an extremely distinctive and successful class with an estimated 9,000 species worldwide. Birds are flying machines due to the evolutionary gifts of feathers, powerful wings, hollow bones, a remarkable respiratory system, and a large, strong heart. Body of birds is boat-shaped and is clearly divided into head, neck, trunk, and tail. Birds possess features of extraordinary communication and song production. Birds have a four-chambered heart that pumps blood to the lungs to receive oxygen and then to the body tissues to distribute that oxygen. Mammals are warm-blooded vertebrates belonging to phylum Chordata and subphylum Vertebrata that evolved in the Jurassic period about 175 million years ago. They are defined by certain characteristics including mammary glands that produce milk, hair, 3 bones in the middle ear, teeth in their jaws, and a neocortex in the brain. Body of mammals is variously shaped and divided into head, neck, trunk, and tail. This tail may be reduced into a mere tailbone as in humans. An important characteristic feature unique to mammals is the presence of mammary glands. So students, this is enough for today. Let us quickly check with some short questions what you have grabbed today. Be attentive. Here are some questions. Question: what are the main characteristics of birds? Answer: birds have feathers for flying, hollow bones, are warm-blooded, have a remarkable respiratory system, and a large, strong heart. The next question is, what are the functions of feathers in birds? Answer: the feathers help in flight, control body temperature, and to attract mates. The next question is, give some common examples of aves. Answer: Struthio, that is the ostrich, Columba, that is the pigeon, Milvus, that is the kite, Ceticula, that is the parrot, Anas, that is the duck, Corvus, that is the crow, Tyto, that is the owl, Passer domesticus, that is the house sparrow, are all examples of birds. My next question is, how many chambers does an avian heart have? The answer is, birds have a 4-chambered heart. The next question is, what are mammals? The answer is, mammals are warm-blooded vertebrates belonging to phylum Chordata and subphylum Vertebrata that evolved in the Jurassic period about 175 million years ago. They are defined by certain characteristics such as mammary glands, presence of hair, 3 bones in the middle ear, and neocortex in the brain. The next question is, what are 3 main characteristic features of mammals? The answer is, the main characteristic features of mammals are presence of mammary glands, presence of hair, presence of 3 bones in the middle ear. Hope I have made a successful attempt to clear your concepts regarding mammals and birds, which will help you in fetching good marks in the exams. Thanks for your cooperation and attention. Looking forward to the next class. See you then. Thanks.